Alright, let's draft some Oath of the Gatewatch, continuing off Battle for Zendikar last time. Let's just dive into it. This pack already looking pretty good. Grasp of Darkness and Oblivion Strike. Solid removal in this set. Nothing else really sticks out too much. Kozilek's Pathfinder is a big body, but it's just okay. This is a mana sink, Draga Auxiliary, Core Scythe Master. It's first strike only when it's attacking. Those are only so-so cards. Eldrazi Mimic, great in Constructed, not so much in Limited, just because you don't know what other colorless creatures you'll be playing, and unless you get it out early, it's kind of a dead card. So really it's between Grasp of Darkness and Oblivion Strike. I think the correct pick is actually Oblivion Strike. It is unconditional removal. It is devoid. It does exile, since Regenerate is still a thing. Although Grasp of Darkness, it doesn't apply to that. But I think the argument is that Grasp is double black, and it's not like you'll be firing this off at turn 2 anyway. It is an instant, but I think I still like Oblivion Strike a little more. It kills what you want it to kill, right? So Oblivion Strike is my first pick. Immolating Glare is pretty good for the conditional removal, the white one that's always like do something when a creature's attacking. Embodiment of Insight. 5 mana 4/4 Vigilance is already, it's not bad. And having a land become a 3/3, pretty aggressive, pretty fun card. McKinley Aeronaut is just an okay flyer, okay blocker. Sweep Away. That's fun removal. Yeah, not too much going on here. Immolating Glare might be my pick. Like, it is conditional removal, but it's pretty cheap at 2 mana, so it's not a steep cost if you need to leave just 2 mana up. It is uncommon, so opponents aren't as likely to see it coming. Yeah, nothing else really stands out too much. I mean, between this and the Embodiment, I think I like Immolating Glare. Yeah. What else? Shoulder to Shoulder is a nice cantrip. Kind of dumb if you don't have any creatures, though. Sky Scour. It's okay. Unless, like, if you don't have enough colorless spells, it's just a 1/2 flyer. What else are we looking at? 3 mana 3/2. If I get a colorless source, Menace is pretty annoying for paying 1 colorless. Hedron Caller is ramp. What's the pick here? Toll Collector, no equipment yet. Bonds is a cantrip, but not really useful active. Iona's Blessing, one of the better enchantments, just in general limited, but pretty steep cost at 4 mana. So trying to look at the best card here. I mean, it might be the Shrieker. I like Shrieker because 3 mana 3/2 is still okay. It's this or Shoulder to Shoulder. Yeah, nothing else stands out too much. Cultivator Drone if I'm in a more dedicated colorless deck. But my first 2 picks are black and white. So between those, I mean, Shoulder to Shoulder might be better. I mean, I just like that it cantrips, I guess. Yeah, because Kozilek Shrieker, if I don't get a colorless source, it's just a 3-2. Yeah. Support, not too strong with mechanic, but I think it performs better than we think it does. There's a waste. Don't need it just yet. And for some reason this pack has 2 wastes. I don't know if that would normally come up, but the simulator did that. Vampire Envoy. It's just okay. Prowess. 2 mana, 2/1 Prowess is okay. I mean, Containment Membrane might be the pick. It's removal. If you can surge it, it's a little better. But 3 mana, it doesn't even tap the creature, so that's kind of annoying. So it almost feels like you have to surge it in order for it to be worth it. This or Prowess. I'm between these two at the moment. I think removal's always better. Yeah. Inverter of Truth. Nope, I don't think that's too great in limited. Tar Snare. That could be useful. Yeah, that might be the pick here. It's removal. I mean, it's hard for me to pass on removal. It's one of the weaker ones, but it'll get the job done, I think. So here, it's Sky Scour, Waste, or Cinder Barrens. I don't have any red, but this does give me the option to go into red or splash red. I don't think I need to go that route yet. I can take the wastes now just to hedge into any activated costs or any creatures, because it's this or Sky Scour. Sky Scour doesn't do too much. Like if I can run maybe 7 or 8 colorless spells, it'd be pretty good, but even then it's just a 2/2 flyer. I think I take the wastes just to hedge into colorless. Translator. Cinder Hellion. It's actually somewhat appealing given the pack. 4 mana, 2/3 Vigilance, and a mana dork. Not quite what I want. Where'd my waste go? Oh, I think it's just not showing up. Okay, Kozilek's Translator, 5 mana, 3/5, pay life to add mana. I think between these two, I'd rather have the Translator. This is a waste in some sense, because it adds colorless. I think I'd rather take Translator. It is another colorless source. I don't really need a colorless source right now. I guess if I'm just looking for the best card in this pack, it might be Cinder Hellion. Submerged Boneyard, because I have 1 blue card. There's merit for that. I guess... Okay, I definitely don't want Ancient Crab. So I'm kind of between these 3. It's like, which so-so card do I want more? Red didn't seem too open. And Translator's not that great, so I'll take Submerged Boneyard. Maybe I'll end up in blue or something. Overwhelming Denial. Counterspell is usually not that great. Sky Scour, I think I'll take now. Just need bodies, right? I mean, it might just be I just remove a bunch of things and ding them in the air constantly. Nothing really here. I mean, Bone Saw, just because I don't think I'll need Unnatural Endurance, or I guess Slip Through Space is a cantrip, but I don't think I need it. I think I'd rather have Bone Saw. So with Meandering River, I can splash blue a little more safely. I might take that. Although I don't have a reason to splash blue particularly yet. Zulaport Chain Mage, aggressively statted, but I don't know if the cohort ability is too useful. I think I'd take Meandering River, just to keep my options open. These white creatures are mediocre. There's another Sky Scour. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the Aeronaut now, mainly because I have to. I guess between these, the counterspell, it's not even a great counterspell. Gift of Tusks, I guess. And there's the counterspell anyway. Okay, pack 2. Drana's Chosen, Reflector Mage. These both are pretty good. Isolation Zone. Oh man. Okay, so Drana's Chosen, 4 mana 2/2, not great right off the bat. Without any allies though, it doesn't do too much. And in terms of allies, I have 1. Yeah, just the 1. I can start grabbing allies. It's a bit risky. Reflector Mage, solid card. Tempo oriented. Isolation Zone, that is removal. Right now, I guess I'm pretty set on white, not necessarily black. This is tough. I mean, the pick might just be Drana's Chosen and just try to pick up as many allies as I can, but I feel like this gets removed so easily, and that could just mess up my draft. I think, okay, I'll take Reflector Mage, because I do have to do 2 blue sources, and it's just a pretty annoying card, right? Yeah, Reflector Mage. That doesn't do anything. There's another Tar Snare. 2 mana 2/2. I do have colorless source. I have the 1 waste that's invisible right now. In terms of removal spells, I have Tar Snare, Mutilating Glare, Oblivion Strike. So yeah, I guess I'll take the other Tar Snare. Ooh, okay, Flaying Tendrils can be pretty good. Maybe not main deckable. So in that case, I'll take the Slaughter Drone now. Yeah, 2 mana 2/2. There's another Slaughter Drone. This card, yeah, without a big board or going wide, it's just a 5 mana 2/2 flyer. So yeah, I'll take the Slaughter Drone. do feel like I need like a higher end. Otherwise it's just small stuff and removal spells. Take another slaughter drone. Yeah, this or the Avenger. I might take the Avenger. Yeah, because 3/3 flying, that could help end a game more than a 2-mana 2/2 that gains Death Touch potentially. Comparative analysis or the Shrieker? Because if I'm not surging it, it doesn't feel too good. Take the Shrieker. Just need bodies and just keep an eye out for colorless sources. There's another containment membrane. I think to add to colorless sources count, I'll get Warden of Geometries. It's a body, and it's ramp. And I might have to play it at this rate. This does not seem worth it. Oh boy. Yeah, not much going on for me here. I mean, I do guess I have a good amount of colorless creatures, so this is a payoff in a sense. Yeah. Wouldn't feel good to top deck this though. I guess I take the analysis now. It's this or the Entangler. I guess I have a bunch of 2-mana spells. Analysis wouldn't be so bad. Between these spells, Iona's Blessing, probably won't play it, but if I have to, I will. There's another comparative analysis. I mean, that's just what's playable, so I'll take it. Same with Slip Through Space. I don't like Corpse Churn that much. Natural Endurance and Overwhelming Denial, which I probably won't play. Okay, Noyan Dar. It's a 5-mana 4/4, so already not bad. I do have a good amount of removal, so it kind of pays off for all those like Immolating Glare and Oblivion Strike that I have. Retreat to Emeria's pretty good as well, but I think I still take Noyan Dar. I'm like definitely 3-color now, or something along those lines. Incubator Drone, Complete Disregard, these two stick out. Yeah. Cloud Manta. I like the drone just because it puts 2 bodies on the board. I guess in terms of instant or sorcery removal, I have 1, 2, 3. 3. So I might need more removal. Because I have like draw cards and I have shoulder to shoulder. I guess I'm kind of building around Noyan Dar now. So Complete Disregard doesn't seem too bad. Ruinous Path, that's perfect actually. Unconditional removal and Awaken if I'm flooding. Gatewatch is a big body, although in this deck it's just a 5-mana 4/5. Can I do better than that here? 5 mana 3/3 tap something. That doesn't sound too appealing. Dutiful Return. I mean, I do have a bunch of cheap stuff, but they're just that, right? Cheap creatures. And I think between this and the Analysis, it's essentially the same card, but Analysis is less of a dead card. Like if I'm ahead, Dutiful Return doesn't do anything. So Geyserfield Stalker, I mean, it's more of an aggressive card, but at least it has Menace, so if I don't hit a land drop, it's still a 3/2 Menace. And I think that's a good enough reason for me. There is Mist Intruder. I don't really need Ingest. I can take one of the lands. Oh. Like this one is kind of wants to be more aggressive. This one's a slower, grindier card. This one's a tempo card. And I guess my deck is it feels tempo-y. Maybe leaning more towards control. So maybe take the Mire. Yeah. I don't like that it goes on top of my library though. I guess Skyline Cascade, play it early against an aggressive deck, or it'll tap one of their big blockers for the win. And it's a low cost, right? It's a land. Four mana 4/3 that can't block. I will have a good amount of colorless creatures. So Regenerate is pretty guaranteed. But is that better than Dominator Drone? This is more aggressive, but at least this blocks. Rune Processor is a little too expensive. So I'll take the Dominator Drone. Oh, I guess I take Mist Intruder now. Just get in there with some flyers and remove their big things. I guess that's the hope I'm going for. There's another Dominator Drone. Yeah, I think I want it over the second Skyline Cascade. I think I just want Storm Surge. I have a bunch of cheap things. I'll probably can do probably help me win a game. I might not even play it, but if it's against a slower control deck, it might come in handy, and the first strike is pretty annoying. I have a good amount of colorless creatures. Yeah. Not too much here. Dispel as a sideboard card, I guess. Because Cliffside Lookout, I don't think it's terribly impactful. There's United Front would be 4 mana, put 3/1/1s into play. Granted, I have all 3, and I think I'm going to end up playing 3 colors. So that might be pretty good. I'll take Dutiful Return now, and the Assassin, which is just a 3 mana 2/3, but I might actually need to play it. And there's the Stalker I passed way back. Alright, let's see what we can come up with. So it doesn't look like I actually grabbed too many white cards. I thought I did, but I guess not. Alright, so removal wise, definitely, where are they? So the Tar Snares, complete disregard, Oblivion Strike, Ruinous Path. It's 5. And then we have Immolating Glare. And I guess we'll play 1 Comparative Analysis. Well, okay. I guess at this point, I'm more like splashing white, right? So my 2... Well, I guess I'm not, because these are white. I guess it's just straight up 3 color. Because I think I want United Front, which I can consider a creature spell. Okay, so in terms of creatures, definitely want these 2. Aeronaut, just as a body. All these Slaughter Drones, Dominator Drones. I guess Sky Scours. I do want the Avenger. I mean, I guess if I'm playing Sky Scour, I'm playing Mist Intruder. The more colorless things I have, it makes Dominator Drone more reliable and more procs for Sky Scour. Yeah. I'm just trying to get in there little by little in the air. Kozilek's Shrieker. Right now my colorless source is just the 1 wastes. So maybe I won't play that if I don't need to. So I'm at 19 cards. I guess with Noyan Dar, I kind of want to be able to churn through my deck. So I'll play another Comparative Analysis and Shoulder to Shoulder since I have a bunch of cheap things. Warden? No. This is sorted weird, but... So I actually only have 4 drops and a bunch of 2 and 3 drops. I guess I'd play the Shrieker just for the Dominator Drone, and then play Warden. I'm not really ramping into much, so I don't really want to play that. I mean, maybe I just play Containment Membrane. Yeah. This is probably the deck I would play. Put in the waste. Well, I guess I don't need the waste. Oh, maybe I do, because of... Okay, I guess with Slaughter Drones, I kind of want the Warden of Geometries, in which case I can cut... What do I cut? Because the Aeronaut isn't really doing much. Put in the Warden. Good amount of 2 drops. Yeah, because with the Warden, I can activate the Shrieker and the Slaughter Drones more reliably, and it does proc Slaughter Drone later in the game. So I'd throw in the waste these 2 cards, these 2 dual lands, I should say. Skyline Cascade. Yeah, the game plan would be to hopefully, I mean really it's just curve out, right? 2 drop, 3 drop, remove like the next 3 spells they play, or 3 creatures. Pretty good removal. Play Noyan Dar, keep removing things, make my lands into creatures. and kind of tempo them out or overwhelm them. I have a few ways to draw cards to churn through my deck and not run out of gas. Ruinous Path, yeah, just a solid card. So yeah, this would be the deck I build. Yeah, let me know what you guys think about the deck and as well as the draft process.